Hello and welcome to another episode of RayJ Reviews, a chance for you to learn about what I've been doing lately and hopefully get out and do some of these things yourself. Today I'm going to be covering the fourth and final episode of my cruise that I went on in February with my mom, sister, and brother-in-law. It was a great cruise, a lot of fun on the ship, but today I'm going to tell you about the fun you can have when you go into port, when you leave the ship. Now, I'm not going to tell you about the normal excursions that are sponsored by Carnival and so forth. You can go online, learn about that yourself. They've got plenty to cover there. Those things are great fun. What I'm going to tell you about is kind of the other side, or just the simple side of things. We went to Cozumel, Belize, and Roatan. And in Belize, I didn't do a whole lot there. It's a small area. I stayed within the confines of the port and walked around a little bit. To get there, you have to take a tender vessel to get from the ship, out to the port, because the port doesn't have deep enough water, and which is kind of a fun ride to do that. And then while I was there, I walked around and saw some things. There's plenty of shopping, and there's food to eat, things to drink. Pretty entertaining place. The arts and crafts were some were locally made and fairly interesting to look at. Anyhow, I brought my little selfie cam with me, so you can take a look with me at what it was like to walk around in Belize.
Okay, so we rode the tender over here to port in Belize. There's a few terminals here in an area that's kind of called the port. It's got a lot of little shops and food places here, so there's a lot of places to shop, places to grab a bite to eat, there's places to shop, and there's places to get a drink, and you can look out over the water while you're doing it. There's places to shop, and there's places to shop, of course. A lot of the souvenirs are typical things that you find, but some of them are more unique. Some local artwork and carvings and things of that nature. So it was pretty neat. And you can cover the whole area in about half an hour walking slowly. You don't go into the city area past the gates unless you're going on a tour or you made arrangements with someone. You don't wander out there on your own. But there's a lot of little things to do here if you want to buy a few gifts or things like that. And they have pharmacies here, so you can buy prescription medications that you couldn't get in the U.S. Anyhow, I'm going to duck into one of these little places to get a drink because I'm getting kind of thirsty.
As I mentioned, we also went to Cozumel, or Cozumel, I don't know how you pronounce it, but anyway, there in Mexico. And that area, you can walk outside of the port area, which is what I did. And actually, you can go to a lot of places within walking distance. They have a lot of shopping, and they have food and drink and some entertainment. Of course, you can go on an excursion, get in a cab, go somewhere. There's a lot of things you can do there. I walked around and did a little bit of shopping and so forth, and it was pretty interesting. I actually found a Chinese restaurant of all things. Well, once again, I did have my selfie cam with me, so let's go have a look at what it's like to walk around Cozumel.
All right, so here we are. We are in Cozumel now, and they've changed the place a bit since I was here 3 years ago. They've added a few different things to do, a few amenities. Still a very beautiful waterfront here. You can see people are relaxing along the shore, and it's not too hot, nice cool breeze, and feels good. And, I'm going to pan around here and show you the vessels behind me. There are a total of 7 cruise ships arriving here today, and I think most of them are already here, and it is crowded, very crowded. So I'm going to try to find some more out-of-the-way places to explore. Well, I've kind of wandered off into another shopping area. There's a lot of them here, and some of the things are handmade, some of your routine things that you see at most places, but they have some unique locally made gifts and decorations here. Pretty interesting place to see. You can definitely just walk around all day here looking at different things. It's pretty interesting. And there's not a whole lot of high pressure, so they're pretty easy to just go through and enjoy and hang out without feeling pressure to buy anything. Okay, we're about to walk out of this shopping area and look out and find some other places. It's kind of interesting. I just passed up an opportunity to buy more junk for less money. That was his actual sales pitch, which is pretty funny. And at the last place in Belize, the guy had a story. He said they have lots and lots of things you don't need here, which I was able to resist the urge to buy those too.
Anyhow, it's a pretty fun place to come and hang out. Let's go see what we can find now. The most unique excursion for me was when we went to Roatan. Roatan is an island off the Honduras, and a lot of natural beauty there. Just beautiful place, very peaceful, very quiet, very safe. And we what made this very interesting is we went and met with a friend of ours named Cleve Bodden, and he has tours there, and he'll take you fishing and scuba diving and skin diving and so forth, and he'll share with you a lot about the culture. But most interesting is the work he does with the people there on that island. He helps them out, people who really need help, and we got to join him in some of that, going around the island and helping some people out, bringing them some food and so forth. So let Cleve tell you a little bit more about that.
Hello guys, and welcome to Roatan. My name is Cleve. Cleve like Cleveland, but you take the land off. I used to work for a few years in a cruise ship line, and I didn't know how beautiful was my island till 2012. I came home and I did a discovery scuba dive. I fell in love with Roatan and decided to stay home and become a dive master. And when I was diving, I started meeting guests and telling me, Cleve, you should start doing island tours also. And that's when I become and do my island tours. And now I'm just doing a lot of island tours because I really like it. I do mostly a culture tour to see the diverse of cultures that we have in our island, like the Spanish people, the black native islanders, the Mosquitos, the Garifunas, and the Caracoles. So each one of them lives in their own different communities where we pass through, and a lot of sightseeing. But if in case you want to do a little snorkeling, fishing, diving, I'll be happy to take you also for diving or any activities that you like to do in our island. With all the diverse of cultures we also have a lot of poverty down here, and we have, you know, our little ministry that we goes a lot to, you know, share the love of God, but also to provide them a little food, you know. We give them a little toothbrush, we give them a little soap so they can, you know, have things. We decided to get a group of, you know, friends that, you know, we get all together and we will buy, you know, a little sack of rice, a sack of beans, and we will go to the garbage dumps, and where people really lives there, you know, and we give them something to eat and stuff. So really breaks my heart. Yeah, really breaks my heart. Yeah. So yes, the 90%, you know, of our people and tourists that comes there, you know, mostly you reach to the beautiful parts of Roatan. You know, it's maybe the 5% that, you know, that have this big heart to share things. And you know, take them little things. You know, I know some guests that they comes every year, and every time they comes, they brings, and we goes with them, and they brings, you know, a lot of toothbrush and soap, and, you know, a lot of facilities that a lot of people, you know, actually don't have to use down here. So it's a good thing.
So if you go on a cruise and you want to do something a little bit different for an excursion, I would encourage you to get in touch with Cleve. He will hook up with you there at the port, and you can get out and you can not only enjoy the natural beauty of the area, but you can help people while you're there, which is a pretty good deal if you ask me. Well, that's all I have for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll watch my other episodes also of RayJ Reviews and see what else I've been doing. It really helps a lot if you'll subscribe to the channel. It increases my viewership, and maybe I'll make a little bit more money. I'm up to about $7 so far. Anyhow, I hope that you enjoyed this, but most importantly, I hope that you can get out and enjoy life.